Hello and welcome to my channel and this week's yoga class. So today is going to be a slightly different class. It's going to be a little bit shorter for those of you that are short on time, and it's going to be focusing on a little bit of mobility but mostly sun salutations. So we're going to start by coming to a standing position today. We're going to take the hands by the sides. We're going to go into Tadasana. Now I want you to really think about engaging the legs, the core, the arms, the shoulders and chest. Close the eyes. We'll take 3 deep grounding breaths. Really feel the toes on the floor. And as we're going into winter, if you want to bring a bit of extra heat into the body, as you exhale you can open the mouth. Do a fast exhale. Do one more like that. Inhale deep into the body. Open the mouth, exhale hard. Good. We're going to open the eyes and come to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we'll go down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, and for this one we'll just step back to our plank. Take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, knees, chin, chest, up for a cobra. Tuck the toes under at the back, up and back, down dog. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here, and we're going to pedal the feet to stretch out the back of the legs, keeping the breathing steady. And then on your next out breath, you're going to walk feet to hands. Take a breath in, half lift. As you breathe out, we're going to go into ragdoll. So we're going to release the arms or take them. No. I'm going to breathe in for a half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, we're going to go into a ragdoll. So you're going to take hold of the elbows, release the head and neck towards the floor. You can add in a side to side sway to loosen the lower back if that feels good. One more deep breath here. Release the arms to the floor. Big breath in, come all the way up. Hands to prayer. As you breathe out, bring them to heart center. Good. We'll go through that one again. Breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're going down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, either step it or jump it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. You can pedal the feet again if you like, or you can stay in stillness, pushing the chest towards the thighs, looking towards the feet. On your next out breath, either walk it or jump it forwards. Breathe in for a half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, we're going to go into a deeper spine stretch. So we're going to bend the knees slightly or soften them and see if you can get hold of the toes or just hanging the hands down, tucking the head towards the knees and taking a deep breath here. Release the toes. Big breath in, come all the way up. Bring the hands to prayer. As you breathe out, bring it to heart center. Good. We're going to go into a sun salutation B now. Breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, take the hands shoulder width apart, sitting back onto the heels, coming into a chair pose. Pulling in the belly button, tucking under the tail. Breathe in. As you breathe out, drop it to a forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, either jump it or step it back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. As you breathe in, we're going to take the right foot to the ceiling. Bend the knee, stack the hips. As you breathe out, we're going to step that between the hands. And we're going to get into a high lunge. So get your balance. Once you're balanced, breathing in, bring the arms up by the ears, shoulders down. We're going to take 2 deep breaths in the high lunge. Really engaging those legs, pushing through that back leg. On your next exhale, bring the hands to frame the foot, stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor, or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathe in, left foot goes towards the ceiling this time, bend the knees, stack the hips, and as you breathe out, step the foot between the hands. Get your balance, breathe in for high lunge, and we'll take 2 deep breaths here. Again, engaging those legs, pulling in the core, arms straight by the ears, shoulders down, pushing through that back leg. On your next out breath, hands frame the feet, stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, either jump it or step it forward for forward fold. As you breathe in, we're going to come straight into our chair pose. Tucking the tail under, pulling the belly button in. Deep breath here. Next in breath, standing it tall, reaching high. As you breathe out, hands to prayer and bring it to heart center. Good. So this time we're going to do a sun salutation B with a twist. So as you breathe in, arms come high. As you breathe out, hands to shoulder width apart. Rocking back onto your heels and into your chair pose. Tuck the tail under, pull the belly button in, deep breath in. As you breathe out, you'll come into your forward fold. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, either jump it or step it back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathe in, take the right foot to the ceiling. Keeping it strong, long this time. As you breathe out, we're going to take it to the outside of the right hand, and then the right hand goes towards the ceiling for our twist. So we're really trying to push through that back left heel and putting our weight evenly on left hand and right foot, and then looking up towards that top thumb. 2 more deep breaths. On your next exhale, we're going to bring the hand down to the mat and step it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. As you breathe in, left foot now goes towards the ceiling, keeping it long and strong. On your out breath, you're going to take it wide of the left hand and then take the left hand towards the ceiling. So again, keeping the legs strong, pushing through that back heel, weight evenly on left foot, right hand, and then turning to look at that top thumb on the left hand. 2 more deep breaths. On your next exhale, the hand comes back inside that foot, stepping back to plank. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're all going to go knees, chin, chest, gentle cobra. Tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in here. This time we're going to go down into a child's pose. So I'm going to go wide, but you can have the knees together and go narrow. And then sitting back onto the feet, dropping the head to the mat, keeping the arms long. 3 deep breaths. When you're ready, we're just going to walk it up, bring the knees in together and come to a kneeling position. Lifting the head, we'll take 2 more deep breaths. You can close the eyes here if you want to. Good, open the eyes. So what we're going to do today is just a little bit of extra mobility regarding that yogi squat. If you want to, you can utilise using a block, which can be quite helpful to get you into position. So we're going to start by coming up to a standing position. When getting into position to do a yogi squat, we want to have the feet nice and wide on the mat. I like to have the last 2 toes hanging off the edge, but the heels just inside, so the feet are turned out slightly. We're going to take a deep breath in, bring the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to fold forwards, bringing the hands to the mat. Now, if the mat's too far away, at this point, you can bring your hands to a block or to 2 blocks. And use it as a bit of a counterbalance, whatever feels comfortable for you. We're then going to take another big breath in and lift. As we breathe out, we're going to bend the knees, we're going to drop the hips, and we'll come into our squat, trying to keep the heels down on the mat. Breathe in, lift the hips back up. As you breathe out, we're going to drop back down. Now you'll find that each time you'll go a little bit lower. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out and down. The problem I have is being a power lifter and it's cold. My hips are a bit tight. Breathe in, lift up, breathe out, go down. Now some of you may find that your bottom is almost on the floor for these, and that's great if you can get that low. Last time, breathe in and down, drop down. We're then going to see if we can hold this next one, so breathe in. At this point you might want to bring in a block if you need it, just placing it behind you, roughly where your bottom would go to. So as you breathe out, you bring your bottom down to your block, trying to keep as much weight in the feet as possible, or if you can go that low, just come down into your squat. We're going to bring the hands to prayer in between the knees and heart center. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. So you can have that block at any height. You can have no block at all. You can have a blanket under your feet if that feels more comfortable, under the heels. Last deep breath. Bring the hands back to the mat. Inhale, lift all the way up to your half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, sweeping the arms up, stretching tall, keeping the hands wider than shoulders. You can even lean back a little bit if you want, bit of a star pose. Exhale, hands to prayer and to heart center. Good. So I hope you found that helpful. We're going to come down to a seated position. At this point, if you want to, you can take a full Savasana. If you just want to do some grounding breathing, you can stay with me. Placing a block underneath the hips to lift the hips, make it more comfortable, or a blanket, whatever you need. Wherever you are, you're going to bring the hands to prayer at heart center. We're going to take a few grounding deep breaths. Just taking your attention to your body. Feel the warming from the sun salutations. Feel the openness of the hips from the mobility work. We're going to take this into some grounding breathing. So on your next exhale, you're going to take your back of your hands to your knees. You're going to allow the body to relax a little bit more. And on your next in-breath, you're going to breathe in to a count of 3. And then exhale to a count of 3. Do that 3 times just to really slow down the breathing. So when you're ready, we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Last one. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Continue with a couple more deep breaths. When you feel ready, you can open the eyes and end your practice, or you can go into a Savasana from here as well. Whatever you choose, thank you very much for watching me today, and I hope to see you again next week. Namaste.